Welcome everybody to Season 5 playoffs. We have finally made it here. And to start this video out, we have Georgia against South Dakota here. And immediately South Dakota's D-line, like we have been saying all year long, has been an immediate impact. I mean, I'm pretty sure this whole drive they go 3 straight sacks and a 4 and out. Never mind, they decided to test that corner, but that corner's all over it. So nonetheless, 2 sacks on the opening drive is definitely something you want to see out of the South Dakota D-line, and something you don't want to see if you're Georgia as an offensive, O-line. And a huge bomb to make it 7-0, so it's a pretty easy start for South Dakota here. A lot of broken tackles here from number 8. They hit him on like a little slant type of route. And 25 breaks a tackle, and oh my god, he's going to go all the way to the end zone. What the fuck? So after what looked like a bagged play became a couple broken tackles and a touchdown, tying up the score. So now we have 7-7, and it looked like PI. We're gonna see if that's true, and it looks like they're gonna call holding. So I don't think it was PI. So damn. So even though it looked like PI, they get the interception, they get the refs call. 25 still breaking tackles. Oh my. They hold him to a field goal though, so it's pretty good here, and he shanks it. Oh my. That's pretty embarrassing if you're that Georgia kicker. I mean, I don't know how you missed that kick. I'm pretty sure I can make that kick, and I've never kicked in my life. But a couple of good plays and string together here. We got Kai Stark in the end zone. Varga's looking for something here. He's going to unload to the right side. Double cover, nothing to see there. Good thing it was overthrown. And Varga's going to throw it up to Hag. But number 3 on the Georgia defensive backs is not going to have it. And 25, he's just a little freaking wrecking ball, because I've seen him break like 6 tackles already this game. So great job by him, but terrible job if you're a freaking South Dakota defensive player, because I haven't seen anybody wrap him up on the first try ever. And it looks like they're gonna try to throw it up to Hag to end the half. I mean, some people might say it's too reckless, and it's, oh my god, what the hell. I was just about to say some people might say it's too reckless, but you know, if the half is over, it doesn't matter, just throw it up and tackle him. But nobody tackled him. I don't know. Oh my god, we throw another interception. But like I'm saying though, like I was saying, I didn't expect that to be a problem when they only had 10 seconds left. Just get the guy on the ground. But I guess nobody on this team, defensive or offense, can tackle anybody. So not something you want to see if you're playing the sport called football. Doesn't matter though. So now they kind of get that 3rd and 3, continuing the drive, trying to tie this game up. Varga, the freshman, trying to break a tackle, and he fumbles. Oh my god. The D lineman picks it up, and he's going to the 40, the 30, the 20, and he's literally to be untouched to the 10 end zone, making this a 2-score game now, 28-14. Vargas has a clean pocket, honestly, and he throws an interception again. 3 interceptions to start this game out in this opening half. Defense gets the stop, which is crucial. And honestly, I believe South Dakota is probably the best defense around. Maybe you could say Pasadena from their D-line perspective, and some good DBs. But, you know, South Dakota is right next to them if they're not the best. And you're seeing it here. I mean, the score is 28-14, but you really got to think 2 of those scores were on defense from Georgia, so you can't really blame them. An interception throwing up to their head top receiver, Walter. He doesn't even go for the ball, so now we have a great sack, making it second and 17. They hand the ball off. Now it's 3rd and 13. And Georgia sees a wide open man, number 12, and he gets down to the 40-yard line after fighting for some extra yards here. 4th quarter's coming, so South Dakota has to do something, and the D-line knows this, as they have their 4th sack of the game. An interception! Williams jumps the route. Beautiful play out of this defensive back. And just like Georgia's defense, they can score as well. Great job by this South Dakota defense. Like I was saying, if they're not the best, they're second best, because they're elite at scoring turnovers, and sacks. So we're going to see if that can pull them through. I mean, Varga is a freshman quarterback, and he has been making mistakes all season, even though as of late he's kind of come into his own a little bit, and that is what I'm talking about. Off-platform throw hitting them right before the sideline. Beautiful work by the freshman. Now we have 4th and 4 here. A beautiful call to go screenplay, but it's read by the D lineman. So now it's 28-21. Good pitch. And this is it. This is the money drive right here. We really need to seal the deal. And the D linemen do. They get the sack. So Varga had a chance to tie this game up in his first ever playoff game as a college player. And that's exactly what he does, because he hits Hag, tying up the score 28-28. 30 seconds left. All they have to do is hold them. They throw it up, and number 2, he has it. What a catch. Oh my God, number 2 with this insane throw. And another broken tackle by 25. Finally, someone gets on the ground. But can this kicker make it? He did miss from shorter, and he barely makes it. South Dakota is out of the playoffs. What is happening? What can we even say about that? I mean, defensive breakdown by South Dakota near the end. Oh my God, that is terrible, man. And a huge upset, man. I know they just snuck into the playoffs, but that is insane. Sack though, so now it's 3rd and 26 off the play. And now, as my mic cut out, but yeah, 3rd and 26, and we're gonna see Little drop back to pass. We're gonna try to see something here, and he gets hit as he throws, so they end up punting the ball. And we're gonna see a nice run by 26, and 26 is gonna make a move, getting him down to the 17, I believe. Quick RPO and a nice throw to 21. Kind of splitting the safeties there, but I think there's a holding, so a great break for San Jose Tech there, and they're gonna go for it on 3rd and 15, obviously trying to get something here, and they do, but the receiver drops it and end up kicking a field goal. 3-0, yep. And now that Ajayi has the ball, I'm telling you, he's the slowest fast guy you ever seen, because he looks like he runs a 5 flat, but he just decides to get to the second level every time. And a great throw to Gaskin, wide open on the corner route, and almost a touchdown. Little can't get it over that right shoulder, a little bit too far led. And Little, nice throw in double coverage to Gaskin. It looks like they wanted to double cover him there. I would too, but nonetheless, they're just too slow. Great seam beater, or zone beater, you could say. And another great run from 26, getting him down to the 49 after a 5-yard gain. And they end up running a freaking read option. He gets lit. Oh my. And a nice throw again. We're going to see 2nd and 2. He's going to throw away some pressure, and now we're going to get 26 running down the right side, and he ends up not getting it, so they end up getting another field goal. 6-7. And now we have 1st and 10 from the 38 here for Little, and a nice throw through some pressure there. Ajayi trying to juke his freaking dead relative or something. I don't know what that was. And we're going to see a nice throw by Little again after some pressure. And the one thing that's been holding this team back is probably the O-line, even though we do see 2 stars on the edges. I think the pressure from Texas, and in general, the pressure that Little has faced as a quarterback has been pretty bad. I mean, he has to drop pretty deep there to get a simple drag route play, and obviously the receivers getting open makes a factor, but I do think that Little, as a young quarterback, they got to really protect him. And a nice run, like I said, the fastest slow dude you ever seen, getting that to 14-6, and a nice throw. I'm telling you, Texas quarterback is all about these zone beaters, and he's just been doing it all night, and you can see it. A great stop by the defense though, and you're gonna hit Mark, getting him down to the 45, and we're gonna see 3rd and 4. We're gonna see if they can get it and intercept it. Oh my, intercepted. And this is what I'm talking about. You got to protect the quarterback, because if you don't protect the quarterback, it's susceptible to interceptions or fumbles like that. And a great play by Texas's defense, and another nice throw. Can't hold on to it, so now it's 9-14 after the field goal. And now we're going to see 3rd and 14 after the following drive, seeing if they can get anything before the half is over. So Little's just going to throw it up. I don't really blame him if he gets intercepted here. He's just really trying to get something going. And they ended up subbing in Baskerville, so we're going to see if Baskerville can do something for this offense. I think they wanted to see a little bit more explosiveness and not, because Baskerville's a little bit less efficient than a Little in my eyes, but he has the better explosive potential in a play-by-play. So if they wanted that, for sure I understand why they did it. We're going to see a nice screen play out of 26, getting them to 4th and 5, and they end up missing that one. That's a pretty long one for a college kicker, so they don't get it. And now we're going to see 2nd and 10, throwing a contested ball to Nesbitt. Not really the greatest contested catcher, so, but Nesbitt kind of comes back there and he gets another ball. And now we have 1st and 10, Baskerville trying to get a touchdown here, trying to get this lead a little bit more comfortable for this team, a little bit less nail biting. We're going to see him roll right, and nice throw to Tuttle. Huge throw, and that's what I'm saying. His explosive potential is way higher than Little's. I will agree with that. So I see where the coach's mind was going when he sat the young quarterback, in a nice play by the D lineman to get up there some height. And he's getting hit out of a sack. He's going to throw out of a sack, and a great play by the DB. That's a great stop all around from the defense. All levels were playing excellent there. Not great protection, though, for Baskerville, so it doesn't really end up punting the ball. And now we have 3rd and 13. Overton trying to cover something in the middle here, and a great pressure, 4th and 23. So we're going to see Texas have to go for it here in the 4th quarter, and a bombshell. They get it to number 11, beating the corner over the top, and a huge play. And Baskerville seeing that, so he wants to throw one of his own. Beautiful throws, man. I think Baskerville really knows how to step to the level of play here, and I love that. And so they end up getting the stop here, and they score again. So it's pretty much, if they get a score here, I'm pretty sure it's over. And it looks like that's what we're going to do, because Baskerville is looking pretty clean here. Not too many mistakes. We're going to see hitting his running back in the flat. 3rd and 6, 38 seconds left. We're going to see something here. He's going to roll out and might scramble for the touchdown himself. And they end up kicking the field goal. So it pretty much seals the game for San Jose Tech. So a great performance by them. We're just going to see one final drive from Texas, but nonetheless, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I think they're going to obviously continue to the next stage in the playoffs here. And we're going to see if they can jump over the hurdle. Oh, not what a nice throw, but they're going to see if we can jump over the hurdle of Pasadena, with Pasadena being the hardest team they're probably going to face in the playoffs. I can't imagine another team that could be harder to face than them. So we're going to see if they can really leap over the hurdle, and which quarterback will they actually choose to start that game out. But before we can even process that, we're going to see Hart against Georgia, and to start this game out, he throws it into like quadruple coverage to Penny, doesn't get it. Hart's looking for something here on 3rd and 8, and a nice throw to the 50-yard line, getting the first down, and intercepted while he's hitting what he's got hit. So a great break for Georgia to start this game out 3-0, and we're gonna see if they can get it done on offense as well. So big pressure. So back-to-back stops for both defenses there, and we're gonna see if Hart can just dial it in and dial it back a little bit and really start to do his progressions instead of trying to go yard every play. And we're gonna see that's what he's trying to do when he hits dudes out of a sack right there, getting him down to the 8, or down to the 4, sorry. They end up running with Jamil, and the great blocks carry him 7-3. 2nd and 5 here for the quarterback. You're trying to get something, but the pressure's too great. So they end up not really getting too many yards. QB scrambles, makes a nice move, and gets a lot more yards than they probably should have there. So it's 3rd and 4. I'm going to see this quarterback a little bit poised there, and he nearly intercepted. So a great play by the defense. And one thing about this team is Jamil is always open in this flat, and he's such a problem, because he gets way more yards than he really should have. You're on third and long, and you just get that extra boost of like 10-20 yards because that running back's just so explosive. And that's really what has been helping Pasadena as an offense, and Stephen Hart as a quarterback, because nice throw to Penny, but in many cases there's just a lot of pressure, and you can just dump that out and he just gets all the yards for you. And of course, Hart can make those throws like that to Curl. It's not like he's just totally relying on this running back, but he's definitely a big part of the offense, and it's going to be a hard thing to let him go, and what a nice play by Georgia to really get this ball back in here, similar to what they did against South Dakota, if you remember, to finish the game out. So there's a lot of seniors leaving. Nice move by 12. There's a lot of seniors leaving this season. We have Matt Penny, Jamil. There's just a lot of people that we're gonna definitely miss on offense, and hopefully our defense next season can carry us through the hump of difficulty that we're gonna have, and hopefully that we get a quarterback, because I believe Hart is going to the league. And what is that? This is what I'm talking about. Penny's just doing stuff, man. Penny is just doing things. I don't know what he's doing out here, but look at this. We're gonna see Hart here just throw that ball out of pressure and pretty much just throw it right on the money, but Penny really is the one that makes the big play. I don't know what possessed him on that play, but yeah, we're gonna definitely miss Matt Penny. We're gonna miss Jamil. There's gonna be a lot of people that we miss as players, because they're just so explosive, and they kind of just get these huge plays that you don't expect. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't really expect huge plays like that. And someone that hopefully doesn't leave is Bush as well, because Bush, if he leaves, it could definitely be a completely different team, because Tim Curl's still going to be around. But if we, like I was saying, Bush, like, this is what I'm talking about with Bush, man. He's such a dynamic player, and you need him on that team. But this is what I'm saying, like, like, if he doesn't come back, it's going to be a way harder of a time, because him and Tim Curl would be, it could, you can do with those two, but if you only have one, it's going to be pretty bad. So for sure, we're going to hope that he comes back and doesn't decide to go to the league. But we can't really focus on that right now. Tim Curl, nice move on 3rd and 6, and Hart throws a dime to Deuce, can't hold it in. They're going to go screenplay to Jamil, and that's always money. They end up getting the first, and now they're 1st and goal. They try to run the ball here. Great run defense by San Jose Tech there, but they end up running a dive pretty much, making it 7-0. And they end up going with Little to start the game out, and Little kind of faked out the linebacker Lawrence to hit Mark anyway, even if he was guarded. And we're going to see Ajayi in the backfield get hit for a loss. So now we're going to see 4th and 9, sorry. Gonna hit a flat, trying to get something, make a move, and almost got it, but they didn't get it. So smart move by Little, though. You're not expected to get every single first down, but if you can give chances to get first down safely, I like that. And Hart, nice throw to Dews, and Dews, great catch. And this is what I'm saying. I don't believe Hart is gonna come back, because he just looks so NFL ready, especially with that throw, making slices through zones like that. For sure, I don't think he's going to come back. So definitely got to find a new quarterback. And that can't be said about Little. But oh my God, Little got intercepted. It's going to be a pick 6. I was just about to say that they have their quarterback pretty set and done, but it looks like he is to the bench after that throw. And Baskerville doesn't look any better than that. He just started throwing it straight to the safeties, but on 4th and 21, Nesbitt, huge play. And he decides to take him out of bounds, takes himself out of bounds. Maybe he just wanted to conserve some clock. I don't really know what the... Oh my God, what a throw from Baskerville. The ball's on him. And now they have Little back in on the game, and he throws an interception immediately. What's happening? And Raga's a huge corner for this Pasadena team. Gets a big interception in a big-time game. And now it's 4th and 9 for Hart. We're going to see what they can do here. They're going to run cover 2 out of San Jose Tech, and he throw it right in the hole of cover 2. This is what I'm saying with Hart. Just look at that. That should not be happening But when you have a quarterback like Hart, things can happen like that. Huge play out of Little, I believe, to throw that out of a sack, getting 3 yards that he really shouldn't have gotten. So great play by him. And Coda for another 3. We're going to see what they can do with 50 seconds left as the time is dwindling down here. And they run this little like sprint play. Didn't look too promising, so they're going to see Hart roll it on first and goal. It looked like he tried to dive, but then he just threw the ball. I don't know what happened there. So they turn the ball over, and the last play is an interception. So the last play of the half is an interception to Tavares, but it doesn't really matter. 3rd and 5 here for the backup Yeast. So Yeast was a big 4-star pickup for Pasadena last season, but they ended up redshirting him. So this is technically his sophomore, or this is his freshman redshirt season, and hopefully him playing in this semifinal game. You know, there's been some talks about him transferring, so hopefully he can stay. Maybe we should give him some more opportunities in blowout games, but I mean, our main focus is just winning games, and hopefully Yeast can understand that. But besides that, we're just gonna see Pasadena chewing this clock here. We don't want any injuries for the Natty. We just want to get out of this game with the win. So that's exactly what they're gonna do here. And on 2nd and 4, I mean on 2nd and 4, 4th and goal, sorry, they end up throwing what would have been a touchdown, but a great play by the D lineman, and Little throws almost like a nice ball to Tuttle, but Emmanuel Hurt, the star safety of this team, intercepts this ball, and he looks like he's gonna score with no time left. We're gonna see, and he does. 49-0, which is insane. 48-0. I can't really blame San Jose Tech, because, you know, this team was just stacked. Offense, defense. I mean, this is just insanity. And now we're going to see them go against USC, man. It looks like they really could three-peat, which is insane to say, three-peat. A great run defense by USC, so on 4th and 7, we're going to see Hart try to get something here, and he does. Huge play to Penny, and we're going to see a wide open pivot route from Curl, getting him down to the 22 on 2nd and 10 now. We're going to see Hart, great anticipation with that throw, getting down to the 5, and it looks like it's going to be kind of easy, but we're going to see, and a nice throw, like I said, bro, scrambling, putting the ball in the money. Just an all-around great throw for him, and the D-line has been nothing but stonewall, and we could really constitute that to number 77. That one just got that TFL there. He's such a great D tackle, and a great batted ball turns into interception by 32 and 47, and 47 is breaking tackles, getting down to the 17. Yeah, USC for sure has been a great defense all around, and you could definitely see, you know, it gave us a little bit of a headache trying to get down to the field, and a huge throw, a huge play by number 12. I didn't see who it was, but great play by him, knocking the ball out with some real physicality, but they end up scoring anyway. So it's 7-7, huge seam beater to Bush. We're gonna see 2nd and 10 for Hart now, and he gets a nice play to Bush, but he ends up dropping it, and he go right back to him, and he's gonna go all the way to the end zone. Great play by him. I thought he was going to get tackled, but he goes all the way. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead now to later into the game, 21-14 now, and the ball is in Hart's hands. So we're going to see if they can get it. Nice throw to Tim Curl. Huge route from him, and another route straight to him. This drive looks like it's going to be all on him. We're going to see Penny as well get into the end zone, 28-14. We end up getting the stop, so we go deep into the what's it called? We go deep into the freaking opposite field here, and Jamil just doing Jamil things. Hart trying to get something here, can't. 3rd and 1, and we're gonna see Curl possibly open, and he does. So huge play by him. 35-14 now, with the 4th quarter being all that's left to see if they can three-peat this trophy. Another sack from this D-line, and another pressure, and another sack. This D-line is eating USC's offensive line alive, and a huge pancake and a huge play to make this quarterback throw that ball away. Matt Penny, sorry, almost gets it. 4th and 10 now. Hart trying to throw something there, but it doesn't really get anything. Intercepted Dom Turbin, and that's pretty much going to seal the deal. Dom Turbin, the senior, going to go all the way. So now it's 42-21 here, and it was a great game, but I think this team was just a juggernaut, and a huge throw to finish it off. I think this team was a true juggernaut on both sides of the ball, and you can see it here. And yeah, that's it. I think hopefully we can keep up this type of success. You know, it's pretty hard to say. Oh my gosh. But anyway, the national champions again for the three-peat. I mean, when I was starting this franchise out, I did not think that we were ever going to get this level of success. But look, we're here now, holding the trophy for the 3rd time, back to back to back. So, and honestly, I can't even begin to say how I'm feeling right now, except for look at this team, man. You know, this group photo says it all. You know, we went through many trials and tribulations, and we came and we saw, and you know, I can be nothing but grateful for this team, man. I mean, look at everybody in this picture. They all were a big keystone, and honestly, I hope that we can continue the success. You know, it's hard to say what our future can really hold, but I'm very grateful for this team, and hopefully you see us in the playoffs next season. Nonetheless, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you stay tuned for season 6, as it's going to be probably the craziest one yet. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.